So, I think there's a big thing missing when people are talking about rolling their feet. Your foot is such a complicated structure, so many little muscles that control your everything from your point of contact to the ground. So anyway, here I'm going to go quick little thing. Instead of just rolling, I'm going to show you. This is a Triggerpoint therapy foot roller. I think it's a Nano. Anyway, so instead of starting just rolling forward and from the heel and working on the plantar fascia and a lot of those little muscles, take your time and you find some tender areas, hang out, and I would recommend lifting, once you're in those spots, slowly lifting your toes. You'll find those sticky areas where they don't want to move. Work on that once you're there. It's not just as much pressure as you can put down, so I'm actually decreasing pressure as I'm lifting up my toes. I'm trying to get more range of motion in my toes, okay? So remember, all the shoes that you wear, every different type of shoe is going to be a stabilizing and or unstabilizing effect. They will correct certain things and in your movement, and sometimes that's going to be bad. So anyway, your shoes affect how you move, all right? So now what I want to try is work on the outer edge, different areas. The same thing, move those toes around. Once you find some spot, you can even work on moving it, manipulating it with your hand. So on the outside here, found an area there, I can manipulate with my hand, manipulate it with the muscles that control them, all the way back to right there, behind the toes. I don't see a lot of people focusing on that. And then side to side. Make sure that you're going side to side. Don't be afraid to use something to stabilize yourself. I'm going to use this table. I'm going to use something back here, the table that this camera's propped up. So make sure that I can get into different areas. I almost knocked it over. Okay, so once I'm there, same thing. Heel. Now, it's not just the bottom of the foot. We got to work up here too, but that's in a different video. So anyway, here's what I think we're missing. Once we get into, say, the midfoot right here, let's start where you find some little bit of pressure, a little bit of not feeling good areas. And I'm trying to block that light out. Once I'm there, then twist a little bit, okay? If you don't find anything rolling forward and backwards, basically we're shearing the tissue side to side, and since that foot is so complicated, all the bones down there, all those muscles that connect and articulate, as you can see on that sign, that poster over there. Anyway, we keep getting that. Articulates your ankle into different positions. Start rolling when your ankle is plantar flexed. Start moving, start twisting in plantar flexion. Start twisting in dorsiflexion, okay? Because it's going to change how that tissue feels a lot. And we'll have links to a lot of really awesome practitioners and therapists in this, and Jill Miller and Kelly Starrett and some of the Smashwork stuff I've seen. But make sure that you're getting all these different angles and Triggerpoint therapy, everything. We'll put a really cool list together for you guys. Just keep working. But remember, we don't only walk like in this 90-degree angle, okay? We are in multiple planes of motion. That's what's so wonderful. And I got thinking about this and reading some of Katie Bowman's work. Let me get back down on the floor. Anyway, it's cold outside and getting ready to go riding my bike, so I'm making sure that when I get into my biking, these aren't biking shoes, my normal hiking, kind of walking, cross moving. They're my moving shoes, really, really wide toe box that allows my foot to move. Anyway, I want to spend as much time out of those as I can. Because remember, shoes force you to do certain things, okay? So now, I'm going to take this other one off, and I can really, really feel the difference in how this area feels. okay? So it's very, very different. Just by working down here, I don't feel like the calf's is tight. I don't feel like my ankles are as tight. So now I'm gonna work on my calves before I go out. But before I leave, I'm gonna do this other side, okay? So Joe at Swing This and Joe Daniels Wellness, talk to you soon.